The chamber pulsed with cold white light, yet the warmth of danger was tangible. Commander Elliot Dane stood at the center, uniform pristine, posture rigid, eyes locked on the alien emperor. He lounged on a throne of dark crystalline lattices, limbs unnaturally long, movements deliberate. Around him, advisors whispered, voices chimes of metal that scraped against the mind.
10 cycles, Commander,
The emperor said, voice metallic and sharp.
and yet your colonies starve while you hesitate.
Elliot's hands rested lightly on the table.
Persistence is not hesitation, Your Excellency. It is principle.
The emperor tilted his head, eyes glinting like twin moons of obsidian.
Principle, a quaint human notion. We offer alliance, prosperity, and your species clings to ethics.
Elliot did not flinch.
Ethics are survival, Your Excellency. Without them, civilization is chaos in motion.
A holographic projection rose between them, maps of human colonies, trade routes under threat. The room pulsed with quiet menace, yet Elliot's gaze remained steady.
We see the calculus, but we will not yield to terror disguised as strategy.
10 years, 10 cycles of negotiation, 10 rounds of alien patience testing the limits of human endurance. Elliot remembered the first time he had walked into these halls, bright-eyed, hopeful. He had believed that reason could temper arrogance, that logic could tame pride, that patience could outlast impulsive might.
Logic is universal,
He had told himself, over and over, long after others had given up. His quarters on the flagship were modest, nearly barren. Holoscreens flickered with reports, diplomatic communiques, and the endless files of trade discrepancies. He knew every one of them by heart. Every delay, every attempt at sabotage, every miscalculated incursion into human border space. The alien arrogance was constant. Trade routes disrupted for a minor gain, then presented as proof of their generosity when rerouted back. Colonies threatened under the guise of strategic necessity. Every interaction was a test of will, of patience, of human culture itself.
You value time differently, Commander. 10 cycles is nothing. For us, patience is a convenience, not a virtue.
Elliot's jaw tightened. He could feel the weight of every life depending on his restraint. His own people whispered warnings. Act decisively. End this farce. Strike first. But he remembered why he had chosen this path. 10 years of talks had yielded treaties, protections, and fragile trust. It was all he had to prevent total war. And yet, even now, he felt the pulse of inevitable friction, like a storm gathering behind the horizon. The next cycle brought the subtle moves of border aggression. Alien ships lingered near human outposts, their hulls humming with silent menace. Trade embargoes were enforced with clinical efficiency. Messages arrived encrypted, each one a blend of insult and threat.
Monitoring fleet movements. Probability of escalation within 72 standard hours, 76%. Recommend readiness posture Delta 4.
The Emperor's diplomats arrived soon after, bearing facsimiles of treaties signed long ago.
See, Commander?
One hissed, the tone sharp as jagged glass.
Even these agreements can bend to advantage. Compliance is flexible.
Elliot did not answer immediately. He traced a finger along the projection table, marking key trade nodes. Every move had meaning. Every hesitation was calculated.
Flexibility without honor is hollow,
He said at last, his voice carrying through the room like a steel blade. In the outer sectors, colony leaders reported increased patrols, minor skirmishes with alien reconnaissance units. Humans remained calm, precise. Every ship, every station, every convoy was a node in a network of strategic patience. The Empire attempted public humiliation next. Hollow transmissions flooded human worlds. Images of Elliot's negotiation chambers, distorted, his words twisted. The emperor's advisors narrated with cruel exaggeration, painting humans as weak, indecisive, malleable.
This broadcast does not represent us.
He declared, the statement relayed across interstellar channels.
It represents your misunderstanding of us.
He summoned his fleet commanders for a secure briefing.
They test our patience publicly. Our response must be proportional. Let them see resolve, not rage. Any overreaction becomes justification for their arrogance.
All units on alert. No escalation without command approval. Defensive maneuvers only.
Elliot studied the holographic map. Each red zone indicated alien pressure points, economic chokeholds, colonies at risk. Yet he smiled faintly, not with joy but with certainty. Every move was a thread in a tapestry of controlled retaliation. A tapestry only he could see in its entirety.
The message arrived like a knife through the mind.
They've executed Olisar. Every civilian, every child, all gone.
Elliot's eyes remained calm. His hands, folded behind his back, did not tremble. 10 years of patience had been breached, principles ignored, ethics assaulted, and yet his voice, when he spoke, was measured.
The negotiations are over, effective immediately.
The Emperor's transmission system crackled in disbelief.
Commander, this is unnecessary. We can amend.
Amend? You murdered innocents to force compliance. There is nothing left to amend.
His calm was a weapon sharper than any alien fleet. For the first time in 10 cycles, the Emperor recoiled, unsure of the limits of human patience. The silence from humanity was deafening. Communication lines went dark. Fleets repositioned across sectors. Hidden algorithms adjusted supply chains. Trade dependencies recalibrated. Nova's AI projected outcomes with cold precision.
All human strategic nodes operational. Calculated response vectors prepared. Probability of successful precision strike, 92%.
Elliot walked the bridge, observing each officer. Every movement synchronized with silent discipline. No panic, no reckless anger, just preparation. Every decision was a message. Patience had limits, and humanity would not cross them again. The Empire, accustomed to human deference, had no frame for this silence. The void between transmissions became a weapon itself. First strike. A human corvette slipped through unobserved hyperspace corridors. It emerged within striking range of a border station. Systems designed for sabotage disabled the station's defenses quietly. Missiles, timed with surgical precision, neutralized command hubs. No civilian casualties, none were present. But the message was clear. Retribution was measured, inevitable, and lethal in focus.
All units, confirm target elimination. Hold fire otherwise. No deviation.
The Empire's initial response was confusion. Sensors scrambled, communications faltered. Their arrogance, now tinged with panic, met the unexpected: precision, restraint, and unyielding purpose. Alien retaliation was swift but uncoordinated. They sent waves of fighters, missile volleys, electronic interference. Each strike was anticipated. Human defenses absorbed, redirected, countered. One by one, alien ships were disabled with minimal expenditure of resources.
Commander, they are attempting a broad-spectrum response. Casualty minimization remains their priority. They are disciplined.
Elliot's lips curved faintly.
They lack understanding. They equate movement with leverage. But restraint is not weakness. We show them patience, and then consequences.
Within the Empire, fractures appeared. Advisors questioned the Emperor. Factions debated whether humans were truly fragile or whether 10 years of patience had concealed an inhuman strategic mind. Discord, subtle yet irreversible, began to spread. The Emperor, finally understood.
They did not retaliate indiscriminately. They calculated every strike, every move, precise, and still they advance.
The Emperor's advisors whispered, panic threading through their voices.
Commander, we misjudged them.
Dipper admitted quietly.
Our cultural model failed. They are not impulsive. They are lethal patience.
Elliot's calm observation pierced a room across light years. Every human ship, every tactical decision, every measured strike was a mirror reflecting the limits of their arrogance. The Emperor's confidence cracked, revealing a fragile core he could not rebuild. Humanity's message echoed across the Galactic Assembly. Colonies rebuilt, trade routes restored under human oversight. Formerly skeptical allies now consulted Earth's Strategic Council first. Respect mingled with fear, subtle and undeniable.
History will record this as the moment humanity's patience met its limit. A civilization tested for a decade, measured against an empire that knew no restraint. And yet, in the end, it was humanity's discipline, precision, and calculated resolve that prevailed, a testament to the power of enduring patience.
Elliot stood alone in the observation deck of his flagship. Stars glittered like scattered gems, vast and indifferent. He thought of 10 years of waiting, of negotiations, of restraint, and of the cost when patience was finally broken.
Patience
He whispered, eyes fixed on the endless expanse.
has a limit, and we are its measure.